Hello, welcome back. I added during this week new functionality into Sparrow, which I call LLM instruction calling, because what I'm doing is I'm sending the instruction and payload to the LLM, and then based on this request, LLM is producing the answer. And this is flexible. It can be used like agent endpoint functionality, for example, where you would send any kind of instruction, payload, and then LLM would produce the answer. And in case of Sparrow, I added use case into the Sparrow UI, which helps to summarize response. So after the data is extracted from the document, and we get the JSON, then there's option to explain the result. So in this case, we take entire JSON response, which is a text that extracted from the document, and then we send this response as a payload with instructions saying to explain this result. Right, and this runs request is sent now to my local Mac Mini machine, and I'm using Mistral Small 3.1 model, and this request is being processed on that machine. And in this case, when we using explain this result functionality, we are not sending in this request image, it's just text as a payload, this JSON is being sent, and instruction, which is also text. So in this case, no image is being used anymore, and no image is not being sent for this second request, like to explain the result. And here we got the answer from LLM, where we get actually explanation. So it explains the structure of the JSON, then it expects the content, and it makes a breakdown per each row from the result set, and explains the instruments, and then it provides a summary. So this text is generated by LLM. Another option, this functionality is not yet deployed to the production on Sparrow UI, and I'm testing it. I'll check, maybe instead of explaining the result, maybe I'll use instruction to summarize the result. I'll see which one works better, which makes more sense. But in general, it's important to say that this instruction calling in Sparrow is a new functionality, which is not directly related to the data extraction. It's more like agentic LLM functionality, which could be used for any kind of use cases, not only related to the document data or document data extraction. Any kind of use case, for example, some basic example like do arithmetic calculation could be instruction, and the payload could be 2 plus 2. And then we send this request to the LLM, and we'll get the answer that 2 plus 2 is equal 4. So any kind of instructions can be invoked. Okay, and now let's look into the code. Let me look in here. So this is the code. Let's see. So the explain result function is, let's see, where is the mouse? Okay, this is here. Okay, so this is the main thing. In this function, we get JSON payload, and then query is constructed in the same way in Sparrow, like we would construct query for data extraction from the document, from the image. In this case, no document and no image is sent, but we get instruction, then we specify actual instruction, like explain this JSON data, and then we have a comma, and then this payload variable, where we include all this payload that we want to analyze in this case. and then this is sent. This request is sent to the Sparrow instruction inference endpoint. And now we have two endpoints in Sparrow. One for the document inference, and second endpoint is for instruction inference, where you have option to send text query like this one without any document and get back the result. Right, and probably in the coming week I'll deploy this functionality, so it will be available. It will be available online on Sparrow instance. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.